Justus Grimm, thank you for being here with me at this interview. We are here. We have this wonderful set at King Charles
It's
House.
a pleasure.
We are also at SoNoRo Musikland, another edition, another fascinating edition. How do you feel here? I know it's great, it's wonderful, but how was this year for you?
This year was, well, first of all, we are incredibly lucky with the weather. And it's especially because we have a center, we had our center in Sibiu. We have now our center here in Weschendorf, and we're going to Brasov, so it's an expanding edition, I would say. It's fantastic. I'm here 2 weeks. I enjoy every day. As always in SoNoRo Festival, the mixture of musicians is fantastic. Different characters, but we all find together and form a union of creating art.
Yeah. Today I want to talk about your instrument, about the power of the music, about the power of the sound, because it's important for the people who will watch this interview to understand how powerful is music and listening music, not only, of course, making music, but listening to it and being there with the musicians.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and here at SoNoRo Musikland, the public is very close to you. You talk to them, you play with them somehow, yes.
Right, yes.
And this is a great experience.
Yeah.
Everyone should understand that going in a concert hall, going to a concert that's in, I don't know, maybe outside or in an area that is not very specific for a classical music concert, but it is important, that feeling that they will live along with the musicians.
Yes, you are saying it absolutely right. I think that is the speciality maybe of Musikland, especially that we are in many places. Many places are maybe don't have many classical music events, and I feel like the people are happy to come, even they don't know that much about classical music, but it's also not needed because we also deliver a lot of explanations. And yes, we have even people that follow us and listen to our music and exploring the landscape at the same day. And yes, indeed, I think in our times where, let's be honest, life goes more and more into our telephones, into our computer, into the net, into the digital world, I think the experience of having live moments, spending for us and for the public, spending together a live moment where people are playing music, producing emotions on the spot, not in a digital concert hall, but really on the spot with such a beautiful surroundings, I think is very important in our times, because we are losing the sense of meeting, and this is a meeting. We are giving music, but also we are receiving the public, and we feel the public, and we want to literally sometimes smell the public, to have someone there to listen to us, and we actually we are creating something together, the public and us, and with everybody who's helping as well, and we create the summer together.
How would you describe the sound of your instrument?
Oh, the people say it's very close to the most close to the human voice. It is often in the jam music. It has the function of giving the bass, literally to give the basement of a piece of music, and it's very balancing. It's not always leading, but maybe sometimes yes. It's giving, like in the shadow there is always the lead of the cello, which kind of tells you whether everything's going to be fine, and of course that fits very well to my character. I'm a very balancing and balanced person, so if I feel in the group that there is some conflicts coming up, I can, with my cello, I can calm it down.
Yes. It's wonderful. How did you feel when you first hold your instrument in your hands, when you first had your first cello?
My first cello. Oh, that's a bit difficult to remember. But what I can say is I played first piano with my mother. I was 3 years old. And then I played violin. And I was 4 years old. I played violin for 1 year. And of course, you're a good boy. You do what your teacher says. And it was all fine, but I never felt the kind of fascination. And then with 5 years, I took the instrument of my father, is the cello, and maybe that had an influence on me because so my father, okay, he's the head of the family, and he makes the money with the cello. So I thought, okay, that must be a good choice. But from the first, from the first moment, you feel like this is your instrument, and many children are like that. So I think when you have a child, let the child go to the music school and let the child try all the instruments, and the child will pick the instrument. I'm very happy in the cello of 18th century made in Italian cello, and it's we say wood is living, and sometimes the conditions are like here not so easy. It's very warm or it's very humid, and so the wood reacts. And you have to be very. When I take it in the morning, I'm not talking to it, never, but some colleagues maybe do. But I'm taking it, starting it very slowly, and trying to figure out what kind of day we have today.
Is there a musical piece that you usually play, and you can say that it somehow like a mystery or remains a mystery for you or for musicians, other musicians?
A mystery in the sense that
You didn't decode it
oh yes,
100%.
well, I think 100% decoding is you never decode anything 100% in music and art, and it stays a mystery, and that's the nice thing. It's an enigma, and you one day you think you find the solution, and the next day you understood you didn't find the solution.
How is to play a musical piece that is written by somebody else, and you have to make it your own, so that the public understand it?
Yeah. Well, of course, you have the text of the composer, which is can be very inspiring, and you try to go to find the language of the composer. And every composer has his own or her own language, and you try to find that. And of course, you add yourself, but that's in the second place. In the first place, for me personally, you are trying to find the language of the composer, and once you found it, you can speak with the words of the composer.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. Do you have a favorite piece that you love in this particular moment, and you want to dedicate it to the people that are watching this interview?
Yes, there is a piece which which is maybe very close to me. These are the Rococo variations of Tchaikovsky. It's a piece I've performed many times, and it's telling a story, the same theme from Rococo in many different ways and many different colors, and it's one of my favorite pieces.
moments when you had the impression that you express yourself through music better than through words?
I think music is always better than words. I really think so. I think you can, well, let's say there are moments where words are not enough anymore, as we say, where maybe you need music.
If you would have a white page in front of you, what note would you put there?
A beautiful note.
It doesn't have a name, isn't it?
No. Just beautiful.
Just
note.
a beautiful one.
Yeah.
Yes. Music, it's about emotions, about feelings.
Yes.
How important is for the public to understand that they come to concerts to live these emotions, not only to hear music?
Well, I think it's our job, one can say, to touch people. And as someone very close to me says, it doesn't matter how many mistakes are happening in a concert or what's happening, but I have to cry once in the concert, which I think is very nice, and then so that you feel touched. I think everybody is trying to deal with their own emotions, which are maybe discovered in this concert differently. But it's just a moment, and I think we should enjoy the moment. And there is not a big strategy behind. It's like here, it's like Musikland. It's one day, it's one evening. That's music, life.
How important is the silence in music?
Enormously important. Enormously important. Because the silence is music. Because the silence is between notes. And the space between the notes is the most important. It's not the note itself, like the beautiful note, as we said before, but it's the space between the notes which gives a sense or not a sense. We call it the timing, and the timing is silence. And the length of a pause, for example, is very important, and we have to be very, very open to it to feel when I would say my next word.
This is wonderful. I asked you this because we all know that in the concert hall, during the breaks of a piece, during the two parts of a sonata maybe, there are people in the hall that they think, okay, this is a pause, I can cough, I can check my phone, I can, I don't know, do something like this. But as you said, that silence is very, very important. I want the people to understand this because you are going there to also leave the silence, not only the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, when we start to perform, we need silence, because we need the full attention of the people. Between the moments, one can maybe cough. Sometimes it's just a reaction of the public, but during when the music starts again, silence is needed, and it's good. It's good for all of us. No mobiles and no distraction.
How important is the word vulnerability for a musician? Do you feel yourself vulnerable on stage in front of the public?
Yes, we are, because we are very open, or we should be very open. And when you are open, you give your heart, and you give something of yourself and something of your inner. And yes, one can hurt you, because it's like in a relation. When you are very open to a person, the person can hurt you. When you build up a cocon around you, you cannot be harmed. But musicians can always be harmed quite easily, but from critics or from sometimes from public. Yes, can be harmed.
You said this word harmed, and about the critics and about the people that can hurt a musician. And that brings me back to social media, where there are many people that are sitting on the couch and judging musicians and their performance. And there are many people that are saying bad words, are hurting these musicians, even if they don't know what it means to study 8 hours a day at a musical instrument or to play in front of a public. What do you think about this kind of criticism?
Well, of course, I cannot support it, but I must tell honestly, I don't really read it.
And it's important not to, I don't know, as you said, don't read it.
Yes.
Because
Yes, I don't read it,
yeah.
and I'm. Of course, we are all very much present in social medias, and maybe a part of that is also necessary, but it could be that I'm a little bit the old generation here, but I'm the social media is finally and is the package. That was what is in the package is the live moment. It's
Yeah.
never the social media. Social media is just what is around, and as older as I get, so less it's interesting for me.
And because we have more and more artificial intelligence around us, I asked her about how would she think about an interview with you, with Justus Grimm, and what kind of funny questions would she ask? And she said this.
Yeah.
What classical piece would you pair best with a pizza?
Okay, yeah. Puccini. No, not Puccini. Funicular. Funicular. La, 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 la.
If you could duet with an animal, which one and to what piece?
Well, of course, I will take the swan because the swan of Saint-Saëns, you know, that's
Yeah.
the swan. I love to explain this to the kids. The swan swims like on the lake, and then you play it, you know. So I take the swan.
What would be the title of your musical autobiography?
Oh, uh, uh, it's been not that serious.
Okay. If scales had flavors, what food would C major be?
Oh, C major is kind of a male uh, 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 um, vertigo, the vetiver. You know this the vetiver.
Yes,
This is a
yeah.
little bit citron and very male.
If you could install a button on stage, what would it do if you press it?
It would correct my intonation for good.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.